Hello, little cricket robot. Oh, that's probably not healthy. Ooh, gun. I like gun. Gun no work. Ooh, sword. Okay, that's cool. Wait a minute. That's... Yeah, that's a sea mine. That's just a sea mine. Okay. Oh, okay. That's not reassuring. But that was a sea mine, which is interesting. I don't know if they beep like that, but like I can tell just based off the appearance that was a sea mine. Like, bruh.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying?
Mm.
A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Hello everybody, and welcome to BIOMUTANT.
Welcome to BIOMUTANT.
Never mind, he said it for me. What I'm gonna do, just lower the volume. What I'll do, I'll lower the music volume. Down to what, like 30. So, I pretty much just finished Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm not gonna say what happens in that if you haven't played it, but suffice it to say, I was a little sad when I'd finished it, okay? Then I finished the epilogue, and I was less sad, but, so, you know, for a couple of days I've just been thinking, right? And a friend of mine wanted to stop by, but they had to go after a couple of hours, and that was a little saddening because the whole point was that they were supposed to be, you know, here for the night because they weren't doing so well, and it sucks that they had to immediately then go, caused by the things that made them not be so well. So, just to get my mind off it, I'm gonna sit here with a nice can of Nuka Cola, and I'm gonna play a video game that I've barely heard of, and I think that the rest of you haven't heard of it either. So, let's just start a new game, I guess. Go medium. Oh, okay, yeah. Intro cutscene again? What? Oh.
Encode your DNA.
No, okay. Okay, this all looks interesting. Choose a breed. Primal is a nimble, developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid with a gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of a lesser developed intellect. Dum-Dum. In case you couldn't tell by the name, Dum-Dum is the least developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid offshoot that compensates the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. Rex. Rex is an extraordinary developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid outcast with even DNA, making it apt for both physical and mental challenges. So this seems like the one like that's best for, I guess, beginners, or just people who don't know what the hell they're doing. Hyla, which would be beginners. Hyla is a regenerative developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them extremely tough and resilient. Oh, excuse me. The FIP. The FIP breed is renowned for a highly evolved mind, though you wouldn't think it from its appearance and name. Its genius is directly interlinked to the power of Ki, which amplifies their psionic output. And Murgle is the definition of an idealized breed. Its evolutionary lineage has gone in a direction where form and appearance is dominated over function. You wouldn't think so, but I guess in this world this might be seen as attractive. I got no clue, to be honest. Better charisma, I guess, just because you know, the appearance, which to me again doesn't really click, but you know. Agility, default, intellect lower, and it doesn't affect strength or vitality. I wish this one had a cowboy hat on.
Deadeye chosen.
Alright, yeah, let's start.
Sounds good.
Good enough. I do like how the narrator is like...
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already
Yeah, I feel like
begun.
it's more of a bunny hop
We're
because they're like
already at a
animals.
crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice, or simply stop living.
Yeah, I guess.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your Ki, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I do like strength and power, but I also like freedom and loyalty. Those two things can go hand in hand. What? Call me light.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I'm surprised at the change of heart.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
I feel like it should run red.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's
But
blood
I'm
in our
tis.
veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the truth.
Okay. Are you two gonna quit bickering, or... What? No, go back. So... Oh, that's interesting. So if you don't know which one to pick, it's just like somewhat light. Okay. Admittedly, I kind of wish I'd just stuck with light, because I was like, okay, well, you've got an annoying
Right
voice,
is
but...
always right.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense on a... you know, word sense. The word right is always the word right. Is always the word right, you know. Looks like they both led this way, though.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eaters, mate.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
narrator really just gonna pretend like I have any idea what they're talking about. Ow. Oh, Dark Souls, let's go. I've never played Dark Souls once in my life. Oh, it's a gun. Monkey wheel. Oh, let's go. It's Olivia. Monkey wheel. Okay, that's cool. Panther sweet. Oh, the sword. Oh, boost. Oh, yo, it did the thing. I don't know if that's how the attack always went, though.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
But if the cinematic holds true to the gameplay, which so far, relatively speaking, has, I would wager that the hole in the wall was not the safest hiding spot per se. Or maybe it's just like a bunch of like dudes with red eyes, and then like, oh, it's just Gary, and they flick on the lights, and it's like, hey Gary, and I'm like, what?
It was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Oh, so I guess the cutscene wasn't. I guess the cinematic wasn't necessarily the most accurate then.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
That was cool. Alright then. Oh, he's got a little torch on him. Alright. Skedaddle, I get. Ah, don't tell me he's gonna have Star Wars. Ranged weapons, okay. Pew Pew Boscana. Bosk's Praka. And the Zombie Blade. I don't know. Keep those seem useful. Interact with the dog. Interact. Alright. It's an ammo box. Decent, okay. You found a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to a ranged weapon to give it extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Oh, excuse me, I just burped. Some enemies have a resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. Alright. That is a big ass roll, and not at all a real one. It looks kinda like a Mataba, I guess, but still mad different. He just kicks it. Alright. I don't need it, but alright. Dainty. I think it is just sushi of some kind, or It looks like a food of some kind, but like I think it's just sushi. It's probably just sushi. So I like to imagine the Deadeye's poncho was just like a small rag that it was given. Alright. My boy do kinda look goofy, but like there are goofier character designs in this game. You could make your character mad goofy. And it's somehow the most charismatic I guess there's some like charm and looking special. But Iron War. Okay. So I imagine I can't. Oh, he's just got a car door. Also, wait. The car door quest will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wong Fu and perks menu. To go to the menu, press up. Increasing attributes. Alright. They called that Wong Fu. Alright, my charisma and intellect are the lowest stats here. So I'll get charisma and then next I'll get intellect.
That's more like it.
Alright. Wong Fu. The 2 pillars of Wong Fu, the core martial arts you start with, and the weapon mastery techniques that you unlock with upgrade points from gain or leveling up. Alright. So, I'll go with the ranged combat because I just prefer that, you know. Guns. Feathers flight, right, it's just shooting. Flip Phoenix is pressing X and shooting. Knee slide is the sliding snake. Knee slide and shoot in the direction of input. And the crane dance is the only one I can get right now. Circle square at R2. Finish your melee chain by fan firing your gun. Oh, cowboy! I don't know why I said it like that, but you know, cowboy. Alright. So, circle square R2. Alright. Dual-wield guns is now an option. Okay. Couldn't grade that before, so that's interesting. Alright. Yeah. So, aura. Somewhat light. A somewhat light aura means being the best one can be and a willingness to help those in need. So, I got more light than dark. Which I guess is good. Right. The aura score reflects your inner balance, the 2 halves that complete a wholeness that flows through all things, and can change as you make choices in dialogue and interact with captives and civilians throughout the game, meaning you'll gradually become stronger in your conviction. Oh, interesting. So, like, you start off as a child. Okay. Kinda based. Outfits. So, not samurai, some guy. So, the workshop, examine the door. I'm gonna do that. Tickling toffee. Alright. That's a fun noise. Alright,
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
a crowbar. It's called a crowbar. I suppose they wouldn't understand that though, being old world, like it being old world stuff. I guess that kind of makes sense, right? So they call it a claw bar, which to be fair, it does look like it has claws. Alright, I'll take it. So is that a melee weapon or? No, it's a tool, I guess. I'm a tool, but like, you know. Fair enough then. Right, let's open the door. You know, initially I thought this was like a multiplayer game where you just like, oh, the light is the little cricket. Oops. Initially, I thought that this game was gonna be like a multiplayer only game.
That
right?
pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
It's a crowbar. How the hell is it gonna pull that thing down? Damn, boy, you strong. You shattered that with just a crowbar.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
I didn't question that. I figured you meant it, dude. Oh, I accidentally stepped in a little bit at the top. Oh well, could be worse.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Yo, I did the thing. Let's go. Let's go. That was cool. You absorbed a bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating morks and finding containers at various places in the world. Okay. Oh, okay. So it just like unlocks abilities. That's cool. And I got 3. Moth mouth. Okay. Enemy hit while infected. Your enemies attack their allies instead of you. Okay, sub hours. Oh, I don't have enough for this stuff. But still. Oh, okay. Neat. What I'll do then is get that. And then get that.
You unlocked a new secret for yourself.
Yeah, I guess I did. Alright, triangle. Okay. Alright then. Gotta say, this game does look interesting. Brother got the mouth, oh my god, brother. Alright, hey, let me see your Jordans. You don't even have any shoes on. That's why your mama dead. What shoes she got on in her casket? Oh, that's a... almost looks like a UFO.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
My guess is that Toxanol is what I guess these guys call humans.
Toxin for their kind.
Start the ray lighter. Is that what this is called? We found a puzzle. Oh, great. These are... I am dumb as hell. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. Switch one is selected. Okay. Rotate. Okay. Alright. The higher intellect, the more moves you have. So it is a certain position. Okay.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Owie. Okay, there we go. Let's see.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay. So Toxanol isn't humans, it's a specific business, right? It was a corporation of humans. Okay. Interesting. It might not even be humans, but I think it is.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. Yeah. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
You were saying?
There you go.
If you want, I could have took longer to do that. If that made you feel better, dude. Goddamn game. You can't say that'll take long and then have it not take long. Okay, this is an enemy.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Why am I helping him? He's not even trying. Why should I help him? At least try to, like, defend yourself. You've got a gun. You're just gonna hold it. There we go. He just needed to move, I guess. Yo, can I talk to you then? A new friend, an old friend. His name is out of date. That's kind of saddish, I guess.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Okay. So maybe that sounds like
he doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Okay.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
The eye, right? Yeah, it's the eye, obviously.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin
Okay.
did to your village, your Moomer and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Okay.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Moomer's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Pretty hard to remember a giant-ass tree, but okay. Okay. Pretty hard to forget a giant-ass tree, I meant to say. I am dumb. By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want to manually advance the dialogue, you can change this in settings. And settings. Oh, we're a child. Oh, he's so small. I mean, he's a child. I guess it makes sense that he's small. Bro looks like he's about. Games on your phone. Hey, set. Games on your phone. Hey, set. Games on your phone. Oh, best before. So, like, I assume this is out of date, and, like, his name changed because, like, a pun. Wait, hold on.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Moomer knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
Okay.
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
Huh?
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Potato people is better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki.
I just call them that because they look like
The
potatoes.
Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
I better get used to the narrator's voice, man. Okay. His little run. Look at his little run. Oh, that's cute. Alright, Run, you should be proud. Oh.
You should be proud.
I forgot
they
the
don't
narrator.
come out for everyone.
That the voice names.
The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree.
Okay.
You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Okay.
Go catch the Nono.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Okay.
One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world.
I guess it does.
But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay. So I wonder what animal this is. Because I don't have a single clue. I know very little about animals. I know it's not a dog or a cat, for that matter, but like... That's all I
Now
know.
that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
Okay.
From this day on, he'll make nurturing the
I like how
Pensai
he
into
talks,
a
like,
tree of
rhythmically.
life, a life goal. Not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
Fair enough.
One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us.
Okay. I love my Muma. She's nice.
He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
I love my mama. I should make a worry.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Okay. So obviously out of date is best before. The names just kind of go hand in hand.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow.
I want to know what my Muma looks like. I want to see my Muma.
He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain.
Oh. Hide it?
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eaters' DNA into overdrive.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a decent
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route.
Oh, okay.
Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route.
I don't pronounce on Hoof Puff because I'm not British.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Oh.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay, I got my net back, I guess. I don't know. I imagine that's a... oh, no. Alright.
You're getting the hang of it.
Kinda, yeah. I don't think a crowbar could
Quickest
do
way
that,
out is
but,
through
you know.
the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Oh, the running animation, the sprinting animation is the same. That's cool.
Know that the
Whoa.
Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Okay. So, this is BIOMUTANT, I guess. I got an achievement. The adventure begins. So it does. So guys, I better move forward now because the intro credits are rolling.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Okay. Bro really just pissed on it. Signposts are found near locations of interest all around the world. You'll unlock a signpost when interacting with it. You can fast travel to a signpost you've unlocked by selecting on the map. To open the map at any time, press the touchpad. Alright. The whereabouts. The dead zone, the Surf Archipelago, the Yep Fields, the Nupstone, the Nupstonies, the Fnacky Leaves, the Mushi, the Mushi Moshi Maya, and the Cluppy Dunes. I suppose when humanity has fallen, things would be named like this, I guess. I hope there isn't an objective marker that tells me where to go every time.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
I get it, because it's got 3 heads. Anyway, but, okay, so, I hope there isn't like an objective marker that tells me where to go each time. Like, I want it to just be able to let me figure it out, you know?
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Hello.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Okay.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
I like.
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much
Sure.
as it hurts to look at you.
Always
Oh.
making this personal.
And
I wouldn't take that
you're always
level of
trying to
violation,
pretend
man.
It's not.
I personally would be violated like that, dog. Like, I'd do something about that. Ooh, the frames. Game, don't try to do a cool cutscene if it can't.
There's Out of Date
like,
again. He must
system
have
can't
missed
handle
something
it, you know.
important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
They also just sound kind of cool.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
Is the Fruit Tribe here? I guess not. I wouldn't expect
The
to see it.
Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf.
Can they tell me that?
Siding
instead
with
of
the
you?
Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
Calm down, Thanos. There's supposed to be another option, right?
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak.
Oh, yo, it's
They
Jacob
believe
C.
a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Oh, interesting. So, like, there's more to it than just, are you evil or good? Alright.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Okay then, fair enough. Oh, great.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Let me do my thing first, please. Okay. Either way, regardless of whether I go to Jagni or the Myriad, I'm gonna end this video here. I understand the intro credits are still rolling. Hello, David Shaw Parker. I will be hearing your voice for the rest of the game, won't I? But this game looked good, and I will continue to play it on the channel. It's fun enough, right? It's got an interesting story, and it looks pretty. I like it. Also, look at this dude. James, are you on phone? Alright, but yeah. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that is. Oh, and the Modern Warfare 2 retrospective is coming. I just wanted to do this first, so I can take a break from everything I've got to do, you know? That's all. Bye-bye.